Hello, my name is Jayden and these are, my hands. And together I will be showing you how to build a high-grade Gunpla. Now, the first thing that we need to build a Gunpla is of course the tools. There are 3 tools that we absolutely need. The very first of which is pliers, specifically built for Gunpla of course. These are absolutely essential. The next are tweezers, so you can get those finer details. And finally, a file, so you can smooth all those rough edges out. You can get all of this online easily on any store that sells Gunpla. Usually kits cost around $10 and include much more than just this. Now that we have our tools all out of the way, we need the actual kit itself. It's somewhere around here. Hold on. There we go. So this right here is a high-grade Gelgoop. I've never watched Gundam Seed, but it's a cool looking kit, and I want to build it, so I'm building it. First thing you will notice upon opening it is, of course, instruction manual. We need this desperately, and a lot of plastic. So, you will notice that a lot of this plastic is in fact covering the other plastic. It's a lot of plastic. Give me a minute. See? Didn't take that long. So, very first thing you will notice, again, is these tray things. This is what you need the pliers for. You're going to have to cut each and one of these pieces out and attach it later on. To know how to attach it, we need this. So, when you look at the instructions, you can start anywhere, any limb that is. Personally, I like to start with the body. That way, everything stays in kind of one piece. So, one thing you're gonna notice is that all these pieces are numbered. When you look at these, you'll notice how the entire tray has a letter, and each one of these are numbered. You have to find the right corresponding tray and then cut out the right corresponding piece, which I'm going to do now. So, if you look at these instructions, you'll notice we need a lot of C1 and C2, which, magically got into my hands. So, let's just kind of play away actually start to cut. So, in order to start cutting so we can start building, you have to find a corresponding piece. So I need C1 specifically, and then you need to cut out piece 20 and piece 21. Now when you cut, you should hold it kind of like this. Find your piece 20 right here, and you just slightly snap it. The other side while holding the piece preferably, and pop it out like that. Easy as that. Next we need 21 right here next to it. And now no time lapse. Out and nice and pretty. What I like to do personally is I like to separate things by step. This is very good, especially for finding out that you missed a piece right there. A little oopsie doopsie that I will fix right No, it can never happen. So, organize it by step. Just simply put this here, this here, this here, and so on. This keeps things nice and organized for when you actually start building. It's gonna take a while, so why don't I just... everything's up. There we go, all laid out. So, now is my personal favorite part, actually building the thing. So, you see here, these little pieces we should build first. You know, so the entire kit works. These you just squeeze right in. Sometimes you gotta use a little bit of muscle grease, but that's perfectly normal for these things. Personally, I have no muscle grease, so it takes a little bit of effort.
These kits aren't exactly for casual muscle men. The good thing to remember while doing this is you have to really check things up while you do it, so they don't just block up.
It took a lot more effort than I hoped for, but that's something you might run into. Some of these kits can be a little tricky, especially when you're working with your little fingertips. Luckily, things seem to be a lot more easy from here. This is most likely going to be your arms. Well, not yours, obviously. The robot thing, Majiki neck. I don't know. That, we have the skeleton. I'm sure you don't want to see me struggle pathetically anymore to fit circle holes into circle pigs. So let's just speed it up. The body, fully finished, fully articulate. Of course, we're missing some things. Doesn't have much for legs, and kinda has little T-Rex arms, and no head. That is what we do next. Personally, I like to go with build the legs, then the arms, and so on and so on, which I will do now. Now, this is an issue that making this might come across. You'll notice that these have a lot of symbols. This one is very important in tricks of a lot of people. That essentially means do not cut, which might seem weird. You have to cut everything, right? But some might have tiny little pins like that, which can be pretty similar to what you're supposed to cut, like that. And it's very easy to just overgo a little bit and cut something very important. Please remind you that you should not cut these parts. A little snip like that. Very careful, or else it may not be able to come together at all. Have it. About 60% of what we're trying to build. Now, a very important thing to do when you're dealing with more, posable parts is you have to really move it. Make sure everything's nice and not too loose, but not too tight. So you just gotta move things around there and fix any mistakes they make. For example, like that. Really inspecting after you build is a good way to catch any mistakes, and yeah, if you don't do the whole posing thing like what I'm doing right now, it's a fair chance you might break something in the future when you're trying to pose it for future reference. So it's very important to do it now. So next, let's try to make it a little bit more less like this. for the most part, done. But maybe noticing, it's lacking a few details. And you may be noticing this. This is the bane of my existence, and it now is yours. Stickers are a very important part of Gunpla because, of course, these are made out of plastic molds. You can't exactly have all those tiny little details unless you have a bunch of tiny little pieces, and no one has time for that. So instead, we have stickers. Now, when you look here, you'll find symbols like these, like a sticker being peeled off. These tell you where and what sticker it goes where, essentially. Now, these are, I'm going to be honest, optional for the most part. You may notice there, I added one on the eye. That one is more, required. But, for example, this is meant to add a little bit more detail, which I will do so you can see exactly what that difference is. Because personally, I do like stickers. I don't like applying them, but I like the aftermath of it. So to apply it, you take your little handy dandy tweezers, peel slightly, slowly. Luckily these stickers are pretty high quality, so you don't have to be too scared of tearing. Now you gently apply, and the way these work, the adhesive isn't instant per se. You can slide it around and move it however you want while you put it on. Now for this piece, we're actually going to have to take it off. Ignore that sound. I'm going to have to take it off to put it on. Carefully. Okay, well, happy little accidents. Like I said, this is completely optional. In fact, it's so optional that I will not do it. I have, yes. So this is something you're gonna run into a lot. Is you don't want to do this. If it is this strenuous, you don't do it. Simple as that. You don't need to get everything 100%. You just want to get something that you like, because this is for you. So, these are going in the trash, at least for now, unless it's something super important. So, now that we got that out of the way, there's still something a lot more important missing. These are supposed to be made for combat, right? But what's all those little guys supposed to fight with? His hands? No, he's not doing that. He's got delicate nails. So, we have to build accessories. Now, depending on the grade of the kit, there'll be a lot more different accessories. But for now, I believe we just got some backpacks and yada yada, like he's going to school, which I will build now. This is a staggering amount of accessories for a high grade, and it looks pretty good. And the best thing about it has pockets, weapon storage. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Just slap this bad boy on, and boom, a fully kitted out kit. That easy. I hope that my tips and tricks might have inspired you to pick up something like this on your own. I highly recommend the high-grade Jester cannon personally, but this kit is also amazing, much more than I expected. wonderful day and drain all your money away on